And we've begun. Okay, so last session of Ossotia, what happened, guys?
We almost
We
died to a falling building.
Building.
What now?
yeah, we killed a big dude. We saved a bunch of people from a burning building.
Possibly fed them to a vampire. We're not sure.
Yeah.
And you
Vampire
did not kill
tried to
said
attack
vampire.
Almost got killed by a crazy big guy with a voice that was unnaturally deep.
He sounded very manly and handsome. That's all I'm
The
saying.
vampire wanted to jump
Absolutely.
wing because he kept getting pissed on.
Oh yeah, he did attack Dunnan. What did you
Yeah.
guys get?
To hurdy
You said
gurdy.
you. I thought you said something about a table, a loot table next time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got some set stuff this time. There was no
Yeah, because I
loot.
grabbed the guy's body and I drug him out. So we grabbed his armor and his mace. The mace we gave to
I have
Sir Hammerstrider, and then we have the armor to be decided upon.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, and the plan
But
today.
it's like, oh,
Okay. All right, so you guys have arrived back at the church. Kibo, just almost having been killed by a falling part of a burning building, is kind of taking a snooze on the pews over here. And the rest of you arrived back, looking a little worse for wear. With Apprentice Keeley, who has changed back into her halfling form, and she's doing okay. The sisters have all come to your aid, and they've tended to your wounds, and you've been able to rest. And now, what do you want to do?
Does my new hammer need to be modified to work for my dwarven stature?
No, you're a strong guy, and you are able to wield the thing, just not as well as the champion.
Could we speak to the sisters and have them examine my hammer and said armor to tell us what it's all about?
If you want to.
Artemer?
Artemer.
Yeah, after we shook the champion's body out of the full set of plate armor.
You shook it out.
Armor.
Just take him and just, chunk out the big pieces.
Yeah, you tie it up on a clothesline and beat it until the body fell out.
Yeah. Hey, sisters, what can you make of this stuff that we got here? Seems kind of special in some ways.
You what now? She's Sister Petra comes over. She's recovered from her time in the arena and getting drunk and such, and she looks you guys over. She's like, "You look a little worse for wear, but that looks pretty interesting. That's hesh plate, if my eyes don't deceive me."
Hesh plate. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, hesh plate. And as soon as she says the name Treader, you roll me a history check right quick.
A history, you said?
Yeah, history. Yeah.
Ooh.
I was going to give you advantage on it anyway, but you didn't need it. So
I got a pretty high history check.
yeah. So hesh plate. It's a type of armor known for its heavy weight, extreme durability, and its thirst for magics. The alloy is a special blend of iron, carbon, starfall, and several other materials the Smith cult of Hesh will never expound upon because they all cut off their tongues.
I'm going to take the plate out and throw it at Alex and be like, you do something with this here. I've got grease to go find.
My father's a blacksmith, but I don't have the expertise to mold this. Does any of y'all sisters know?
Sister Mel comes over and she's like, "You're gonna go find grease. I didn't figure you for that kind of guy, but we have some."
Well, I have to restock my pressurized aerosol dispensaries.
Oh yeah, okay. I've gotten this all wrong. Yes, follow me this way, and she takes you to the back room. All right, and Kron comes over to the set of armor that's lying on the ground. She's like, "Yep, this is Hesh made, probably Hesh plate or some variant. It's a rare type of alloy that's not seen around this part of the world. Only smiths of Hesh know how to make it. She looks over at you, Alex. She says, I might be able to do something with it. We have a machine shop and a little
Oh, you
forge.
bastard.
What?
I'm sorry.
Though if my guess is right, we'll have to push the furnace near its limit if we want to work with this stuff. I'll probably have to get the good tools as well.
Outside.
What's happening?
Pay no
Sorry.
attention to the dog in the background.
The dog just pissed on the floor because he didn't want to go outside because it's cold.
What a wiener dog.
I thought it was a chihuahua.
Yeah, he's still a wiener.
Well, Sunshine, you need some help with this? I like to do something with it. What would you suggest?
Well, what do you want to do? I have a lot of skill with this sort of thing, but I am kind of flying into the unknown here. I've never worked with Hesh because I'm not a member of the cult of Hesh. But I've had a few theories on how to make stuff with things like this.
You think we do something with my revolver?
She taps her finger on her chin for a moment. She says, I know firearms, at least in theory. I'm no dwarf. But I've had some ideas kicking around my head for a long time on how I would break into the craft. If you'll allow me to disassemble your revolver, we might be able to fiddle with the design and push the concept past what the dwarves did. With your current hand cannon as a guide and this material, there's a solid chance we'll succeed.
Alex, as a dwarven crafter, could I possibly join you in this endeavor?
Hey, the more knowledge, the better.
So she looks at the both of you and she's like, this metal costs more than you or I could possibly acquire ever in our lifetimes. Not to mention there's probably existing enchantments already embedded in this metal that will react in unpredictable ways. So make sure to wear some goggles, huh?
Awesome. Let's do it.
I can lay a blessing to help with some, saving throws if we need it.
Alex don't need that. He's lucky now.
And hey, lady, we kind of already acquired it in our lifetime. Just saying.
Touche, dwarf, touche. But you're not keeping this armor. We're making something out of it. I don't think this is going to fit any of you guys.
To make like 3 somethings out of it, I'm sure. That guy was huge.
And Apprentice Keely's like, we gotta go to the Grove pretty soon. If we're gonna stay here for a while, I'm gonna take off. I've got to go see Argus. Can't leave him alone.
I will be staying with Alex to check out this new plate. Knowledge gained is too tantalizing to pass up.
If you want the maximum help you can, we're gonna upgrade our weapons. Then why not?
Yeah, don't go jumping the gun there, little one. We're more than willing to help you. You just have to let us get ready first.
It's just I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got not about your endeavor with the armor. That sounds very interesting to people that actually like metal and doing things with it. But I've got a bad feeling about the Grove and Hargus. Things are not well there. I can't shake it. I feel like I should be there right now.
Well, could we leave Alex's weapon here and go over to the Grove and come back?
I think we're going to be there for a while.
Sister Kron is going to need some extra hands. We know this.
I hate to be the one with blunt, forced honesty, but if something has happened, has already happened. Getting there an hour earlier, a day earlier, after it already happened, ain't gonna change the results.
I know it's not rational. I'm just saying bad things can happen if an archdruid goes bad. And Kibo
Does
is
anybody
just
know?
snoring on the pew over here.
Does
But look
anybody
at
know
us.
any spells or any kind of way we could remotely view what's going on over there, other than maybe a metal bird?
Maybe a metal bird.
If you're asking
Nothing
the sisters, all of them are shaking their heads. We've got nothing so sophisticated as your bird. I don't even know how that thing functions. But we're not exactly diviners here. We're holy artificers. We're here as a duty. Most of us don't even live here, or at least not permanently.
So, as an aside, would it be possible to send my bird to do some scouting to help Keely feel better?
I don't know, girl. Is it possible?
You're the DM.
You gonna roll dice for it?
In other words, you might lose it. Look, princess, we just got tore up and wore out. Please give us some time to recover.
Why don't one of you guys roll a persuade and try to get her to be on your side? Persuade, intimidate, something.
My persuasion sucks.
It sucked too. I have no charisma.
I have high persuasion, but I'm in the middle of a character builder.
I have a really high persuasion. Let's hope. Hold on, rolling.
Do
All
it.
right. Give her your best case.
Ooh,
I'll take it.
not a crit, but nice.
How would you persuade angry halfling lady to stay here?
Offer her Dunnan's Iron Wing.
It's always up for trade or sale.
Get a ball of yarn and throw it at her.
Keely, we promised we would go. We will. However, if we can bring a more powerful weapon, we will be more effective when we go. And honey, let's just take a minute to breathe, all right?
You can tell me or show me more about your pussy farm.
And if you want, you can show Dunnan your pussy farm.
You
Do
know,
you grow up?
you've seen enough of my pussy farm for one night. You got any more of that beer? If we're gonna stay here, I might as well be fucking drunk.
I'm sure I
That
could find
sounds
something for you,
funny.
honey.
And does the kobold drink too? I need to hear his story.
You will have to ask His Majesty the King if he wants to join you.
Hey, lizard, wake up.
Don't mess with King Kibo.
Kibo is sleeping on the pew and he does like a as you speak to him, but then he goes right back to sleep.
I think he's out.
He's completely comfortable
Should
in your
I pee on
presence.
him?
All right, so
Well-
Sister Kron leads Alex and Treader down into a room underground. The smell of oil mixes with the odor of leather and metal shavings. It's hard to see in the dark, but Sister Kron makes a strange gesture with her fingers, and the furnace lights up with a foof. There's no coal for the burner, but you can feel it become progressively hotter in the room as the fire builds and builds. Various tools and implements from basic tongs to purple glowing spools of filament sit on hooks along the walls. Kron hands you a pair of heavy gloves and gives you a nod. The both of you. So, Alex, I need you to roll a 1d6. Six. Nice. Okay. So, the work begins. First, she tries to heat the pieces in the furnace, right? So she goes to work. She places a piece of the giant's armor into the furnace. Then she sends you to the wall to grab like a runed hammer, and she asks Treader to come over and spot her as she's doing things on the anvil. When she pulls the black metal out of the furnace, it's like a disturbing shade of red. When she pounds on the piece, no sparks fly as you might expect. There's no oxidation on this strange metal. As Kron pounds on it with the hammer, you see her brow furrow in concern. 1, 2 more blows, and she puts the piece back in the furnace. And she turns to the both of you and she goes, "Problem. My furnace is magical. You'll notice there's no coal or smoke. The Hesh metal is drinking up the magic like a dwarf drains a tankard. I bet if I leave it in there long enough, it'll even drain my furnace."
Is there anything that we can do to assist you? Maybe make it more magic-y or allow it something else to drink?
Her eyebrow kind of cocks up at the word magic-y, but then she continues. So we could bring someone with juice down here to help power the furnace. That might help. We could also get out the etching kit and try a retaining ritual on the piece we're working on. Maybe we could even find a mundane forge and try it there. Then again, what the hells do I know? It's your weapon, your call.
What if we had, say, a infernal creature who enjoyed the flames? Would that be enough?
She looks up in the air and she has like a look of recognition on her face, and she's like, "The demon girl?"
She does like to play with fire.
She shrugs her shoulders in her power armor. It's like she's like, "Everything I've told you is a shot in the dark with as much as any chance of success as the other." What do you think, Alex?
I don't have very much magic. Well, I don't have any really.
Well, she's asking you what you think.
Let's ask Claptrap if she can do anything.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm not even clear on what exactly I'm supposed to do. Like,
Provide some extra heat for our forge.
Sister Kron put it, "We need somebody with juice down here. You got some juice?"
I'm pretty sure I've got juice. I mean, Bree's got juice too.
Can you
Do you want to put both of us on either side of the forge and have us power it?
You juicy girls want to get on that forge?
I've got an enormous fireball.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is we're up here in the main part and you guys are down there, so somehow somebody has to come and tell us.
I'll go.
All right, Eki, as this is happening, Sister Mel is leading you into a back room where you see a bunch of casks of various types of liquid materials. And she turns to you and says, "What exactly do you need from us?"
In order to make the grease for my pressurized cannon, it has to be slicker than snot out of a goblin and more flammable than that comes out of the Hellstones.
Cody, you're drinking with Keely, and she just rolled a pretty bad Constitution roll. She's already looking pretty blitzed. Okay, so Eki, Sister Mel is like, "Well, we don't have anything like that, but we could do some mixing if you want. I've got a mixer here. What what exactly you're looking for? Slickness as well as flammability, right?
Correct.
How flammable are we talking here? Are you talking like a match can start this thing? Or are you talking like it's gonna ignite if you look at it funny?
I mean, if we're talking potentials here, the hotter the better, technically. I mean, once they get slicked up and they all burns to flames, who's to judge them?
The gods will sort them out, right? So she leads you over to a few barrels in the corners. Like, I kind of enjoy these over here. All right, so you guys are going to ask the girls to come down and power the furnace. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so let's just play it that he came up, he asked, Brianna and I looked at each other, kind of gave like a shrug, like, oh, okay, yeah, we could go do it. And then we walked down there with them.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex went up there and asked you guys.
Yeah, I was just playing that whole part so we don't have to do it.
All right. So Sister Kron shows the both of you. There is a couple magical circles on the side of the furnace. One of them is kind of near the fire and is too hot for Lark to handle, but you could probably do it pretty comfortably, Claptrap.
Got it.
The other one is on the anvil. Are you comfortable with that, Lark?
Yes.
Okay. So she looks at Sister Kron looks at all of you and says, "Everything I've told you is a shot in the dark with as much of a chance of success as any other. But here we go."
I cast anything to help buff her tools or to make it a little easier for us?
I don't know what you got, man.
Got a magic weapon I can cast, and it gives a +1 to the weapon, or in this case, her hammer maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe the putting something on the hammer might work. I don't know. You could try it.
All right, cast. It's a level 2 spell, magical weapon, to give her a +1 to the the hammer she's using.
Is that a concentration spell or is it a?
Verbal and somatic,
Okay.
so no concentration once I cast it.
Okay.
Or
So
just touch.
her hammer starts to glow a bit, like a white sort of glow, and she turns over to you, Alex, and hands you a different hammer. This time, when Kron pulls the glowing metal out of the furnace, the casters are sitting there feeding juice into the anvil and the furnace, and she asks you to pound the metal with her, Alex. As she raises her hammer, yours is supposed to fall, and as you raise hers falls. You get into like a rhythm. You sweat periodic. Your sweat periodically flies from your arm and lands on the material with a hiss. It takes many reheatings, but in the end, the desired shape comes into being. Will you roll a d20? Okay. Yeah, so that is a success. Now you've got a shaped piece that you guys are going to be working on. Roll a 1d6, please. All right. So to the work table you go with your newly shaped piece. As as she tries to pound on more stuff over on the anvil, you are going to have to try to suss out what Kron has in mind. This is all beyond you and your abilities. So she shows you kind of what to do, and she's impressed with how well you take it up. The table begins to hum, gears turn, and the lathe spins up above. Kron sets back to work, asking you to retrieve tools for her, help her hold on to delicate ends. And at one point, she's so impressed that you're doing this solo now. On the two of you go, forging and shaping pieces for hours. The casters at times get breaks from their heating work, and all of you are kind of working up a good sweat. It's really hot in there. As you work, grinding your current piece down to the proper size, Alex, and the exact shape, a piece of metal splinters off and shoots toward you, embedding itself in your sternum. It's a shallow wound, barely drawing any blood. As you pull the shard out of your body, the cylindrical piece you've been working on begins to hum.
What the hell?
Oh, that's interesting. It's reacting to your blood.
Kron
Take
turns.
some and put it on the piece I'm working on.
Yeah, Kron turns to you and is like, "That. I don't know what this means. It could be a binding, could be an unformed curse. Let me see where it cut you." And she puts her gloved hands on you, kind of like roots around in your clothes and armor and such to try to find where it cut you and where it was sticking in.
Sunshine, I can take my armor off if you want to look. Just give me a second.
All right, she nods and has you do it. She she looks where it got you, like right in the sternum. She's like, "Damn, got you right in the chakra. All right, don't panic, but it may be drinking your essence right now." Will you roll a Constitution save, please? That's pretty good. So as she says this, you do feel yourself become a bit weaker, and your vision begins to cloud around the edges. And she goes, "Shit, hang on, Alex." And as you fall to your knees and gradually into unconsciousness, you see Kron dash desperately to a tiny set of chisels, needles, hammers, and vials. And she gets down on her knees next to you, and you see the terror on her normally impassive face. Then the darkness takes you.
I do anything to assist him?
Yes, you can do stuff to assist him. Right now, Kron is bending over Alex, running hands over his wound and over particular parts on his body, and she looks like she's trying to figure out a plan on what to do.
He is unconscious, yes. So I mean, his hit points have hit 0.
He's simply unconscious right now. His hit points are not 0.
But it's taking a hit. Would a healing spell help with this?
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cast healing on him, and I'd also like to cast another spell for protection. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1 to help boost him, bring him back up a bit.
Okay.
I just learned level 3 remove curse. If you want me to cast that, I can, but I only have one of them, so I don't know how crazy this is going to get.
You do what you.
Save it.
Hey man,
also-
I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah, so this is also a cast Bless on him as well to try and give him a chance in the future if he has to make any more saving throws.
All right, I was a premonition has told me to save it.
Okay. So Sister Kron turns to you guys. She looks like she's kind of hyperventilating. She's like, I don't know what to do. There's all sorts of things we could try, but I don't have the tools here. Can you guys help me get him into another room?
All right.
What do you need?
Okay, so pick up his legs. I got his head. I've got his head. Let's move him into the next room over. So you
I grab him
guys,
by the way. Start dragging with him.
okay, you guys all take Alex into the next room and place him onto the floor. It's completely dark in there. Now she says, "Okay, watch him, and I'll be right back." And she runs out of the room and somewhere out of sight.
Some Thor in game stuff.
So what?
He needs the Thor in game. He needs the weapon.
Sun Go Frog, you and Sister Mel are busy trying to mix things. You've got a choice between 6 different barrels of stuff of various consistency. Go ahead and roll a d20.
There's 6 barrels. Roll d20.
What the fuck?
It's a 9. Okay. So the mixing doesn't go quite as well as you would like, and you've got a concoction that's a little bit more volatile than you would like as well, but it's also something that would be extremely flammable if exposed to air. Is that the product that you want, or do you want to try for something else?
Extremely volatile to air, so it would become a flamethrower essentially.
It would actually oxidize as soon as it hit the air, yes.
Oh god.
Which, could make it go.
Napalm.
If it oxidizes immediately, that means it won't coat anything. It means it would be just a straight damage. That's not quite right. I
That's
need
right.
it to be able to stick to them a little bit more. I need a little more substance to it. If it vaporizes before it hits the target, it does no good.
All right, Sister Mel turns to you and says, "Well, we can't open the thing now. What do you think about injecting this one over here into it?" And she turns and opens up another barrel of like thick tar looking stuff.
Let's give it a try.
She looks at you and she's like, "I don't know what I'm doing."
It's okay. Trial and error, the mother of invention.
Yeah, luckily you kind of know what you're doing. So she gives you like a really beefy, like sort of knife syringe looking thing and says, "Okay, stab that into the top of the container, use the plunger, and then I would step away." And maybe you should roll a d20 with, let's see, what kind of bonus should we do here? What kind of roll are we looking at? Sleight of hand or. Yeah, do a sleight of hand check.
Acrobatics?
Oh, if it blows up, we'll do an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
It's not great, but it's okay. So you stab the barrel, use the plunger, and then step away. But as you take the plunger and the syringe thing out of the top, you can see that the seal is not quite what it should be, and a little flame starts to dance on top of the barrel. Okay, so now you guys that are with Alex, you see, you heard the power armor like clank 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 away, right? You hear like a big ruckus somewhere in another room, and then you hear like bare feet padding down the hall, coming back to you guys, like slapping on the stone. And Kron comes in like a white robe, bare feet, bare legged, her hair's down, and she's like, okay, and she's got like a big book and some matches and candles, and she's like, okay, everybody out, and she tries to shoo all of you out of the room.
Well, well, hello there, and also goodbye.
She looks at you like you just farted in her general direction. She's like, just get the fuck out.
Out we go. But I stay by the door.
Calm yourself, human.
Okay, so you hear chanting and stuff like from the other side of the door. You guys gonna hang around, or are you going to go somewhere else?
I'm gonna hang loose close by in case some healing's needed.
Yeah, you see light coming from under the door, and you hear like chanting and such.
If I start hearing some bed squeaks, I'll take off. But if not, I'll just hang by the door.
As far as you know, there's no bed. But anyway, Sun Go Frog, what are you gonna do with your barrel that you fucked up?
Let's see here. Yeah.
Damn it! I just thought of the perfect line to feed to her, but it's too late.
Go ahead, because I got to admit, I'm going to cast Mending on the barrel to try to increase the seal and keep it contained.
I like it. Okay, so now that you're doing mending on a thing that is currently trying to spew flames, so I'm gonna have you roll dice for this, okay?
All right.
Let's see. It's a spell, but it's from your god. You want to do like a religion check?
Well, Mending actually comes from my Artificer side.
Oh fuck. So do an Arcana check then.
Of course.
Should have said religion. Oh, okay. So you're trying to mend the hole as the flame is coming through, but as your magic starts to fill the gap, the flame just kind of burns it away, and the flame has turned like a sickly sort of purple now that you've infused magic into the hole.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Could I pop my head into the room?
You have
I'm
no
like,
idea.
oh, okay.
You're out there trying to leer it at Sister Kron or something. Whatever
Alright.
you were doing.
so it's turning purple, correct?
Yeah, the flame has turned purple, and that's not natural.
All right. Is it? It has to be a target. Dang it! Nope. That wouldn't work. So I look around the room and see if there's any dried dirt or anything like that, dust.
So you see Sister Mel has backed into the corner of the room right now. She's looking at you like, we really going to do this?
In it to win it, girly. It'd be all right, one way or another.
she
I
she goes like, maybe we should take that out of the room with all the explosive oil.
yeah, probably not a bad idea. Is there
Safety
any
first.
windows?
And she hands you a pair of goggles.
All right.
So what were you looking for?
Windows or anything.
All right. There is one window in the room. It's made of glass.
How high up are we?
You guys are upstairs, on the second floor. You're
So like 20 feet.
You are above the orphanage.
Perfect.
Don't throw it out the window.
So I'm gonna grab the barrel and jump out the window with it, and while I'm falling, I'm gonna try to continue to mend it, but I'm gonna cast Bless on myself before jumping out the window.
Let me see here. Okay, so you're gonna jump out the
Into
window
the
with the
orphanage?
barrel.
Yep, I'm gonna grab the barrel, jump out the window. I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, grab the barrel, and jump out the window, and try to cast Mending as I'm going down.
Okay. All right, so let's do an athletics check for the picking up of the barrel. This is a complicated maneuver. All right, good athletics check. Now, jumping out of the window and casting mending at the same time. Let's do acrobatics. This is a weird one. All right, so you do make it out of the window, but you are going head first with the barrel down toward the ground. You're casting mending, so that's another Arcana check to see if you fuse the barrel shut. Okay, this time the glass in the air, the falling, like the wind and your magic, seals the barrel, and the flame goes out. You feel that the barrel should be stable for now if you could land with it. And you are currently headed down face first onto the concrete. What do you want to do?
Jeez.
Well, I'm going to brace myself, I guess, for impact or try to turn around to land on my feet at least.
So you're going to tuck and roll?
I'm going to try to tuck and roll.
Okay, make a constitution save.
Oh.
Go
I mean-
ahead and use my blessed dice real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh God!
So,
Goodbye, frog.
so you land barrel first, then your face goes into the barrel, and your face kind of cracks through the side of the barrel, and you're sitting there staring, or you're sitting there with your face in a barrel, somehow forming a perfect seal to the cask. There's no oxygen in there, so you're holding your breath. Your head is stuck inside this cask with the explosive material.
Oh God.
So you can hear like a muffled like from the outside, right? And you're pretty sure it's Sister Mel's voice. It's hard to tell. She is yelling for somebody off in the distance, but you don't know who.
Can I run to save the frog legs?
Yeah, roll a perception check to see if you hear the screaming.
You're
Nope.
fucked.
Damn.
You don't hear,
God!
you don't hear anything.
I'm
Uh,
still in the forge room. How far away is that? Would I hear the screaming?
Downstairs, I don't think so, unless you roll a really good perception check.
Well, I might as well try.
Let me roll for Keely. You guys are still drinking. Holy fuck, she's about to pass out now.
I'm gonna gentlemanly thing and go outside and take a piss.
All right, Sam, you can hear some commotion upstairs, and you're not sure what it is. It's definitely not bed squeaking. Bree,
All
you
right,
too.
well,
I crit. I don't know if that helps.
No, but you did
No.
23, which is a big deal. You do hear something upstairs.
you hear more than I do, so maybe you should go.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll go.
Um,
All right, so while they're doing this, what are you going to do, Sun Go Frog? You're holding your breath. Your face is stuck in a cask that you cannot break the seal on unless it explodes.
Shit.
I did not plan for this, Sun Go Frog. Your bad rolls made it come to this.
Wait, so let me get this straight. If he pulls his head out, he explodes and he dies.
Yes.
But he's also not breathing. So if he
That-
leaves his head in, he's going to die of asphyxiation soon.
That's right.
Okay, I just wanted to get that straight.
You can feel like little bubbles forming around your neck and such. You can feel the flames licking at stuff, but you're pretty sure you've got it blocked mostly.
How far away is he now from like everything?
He is
That could
downstairs on the bottom floor outside the church to the north. And like he's, let's say, see this window up here to the north? He's over to the right, like east, about 50 or 60 feet. But where Sister Mel is screaming from, that's 2 floors up, or 1 floor up.
Is there a? Oh shit! I can't say nothing. Can I?
No, you're incapacitated.
Does anybody have any like fire resist anything?
So I can take damage.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't think about that explosive man fire damage. That would probably be me again.
Or a bathtub full of water. But I'm not here.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm starting to get some real Lethal Weapon 2 vibes from this.
all right.
Right.
So I've got an idea. I'm going to lay down, put my head in between my legs, put my feet on the barrel of the cask, and I'm going to kick the barrel as hard as I can.
And
You're
kiss your ass
outside.
goodbye.
I had to
Yes.
go outside to piss.
Okay, so you're going outside to piss,
Very well piss on the fire.
and you rolled a perception check of 3. So you're
But
just
I'm
pissing like you're right next
seeing-
to Eki, and it's like he's a dead body. You don't even notice him. You're just pissing next to Eki. Maybe even dribbling on him a little bit.
fire, just pissing on other parts of his shoe or something.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is a
Yes.
lively one.
Could I put my cloak of folding light around him so he can quick disengage from the barrel?
Oh, the
Well, I
way
still have to get my head out of the barrel, so
the way the cloak works is the reason you can disengage is because it's so confusing to watch the thing work. You know, as
Oh
you
yeah.
swish it around,
Damn.
you're not going to confuse the explosion.
Damn. Okay.
If
All
you
right,
tap on
Eki.
my shoulder and direct my pee stream in the right direction.
I still can't
must-
breathe inside the cask, so it doesn't matter. As soon as my head comes out, it oxidizes potentially.
Oh, okay.
Is there like
Fuck.
a roll of 1d6 to see how many seconds it will take before the cask fully explodes? Like, is that a possibility, DM?
Let's see. The way he's doing it, the way he's going to be kicking it off, it's going to spray everywhere. I'm not sure if I can do much about that.
I just wanted to spray away from everybody inside. Is all I wanted to try to do.
Right. You're going to do a couple checks here. Your rolls have not been
That's fine.
good.
I mean, unless I can cast Mending one more time as I'm kicking it off again to try to seal up the hole before it bursts into flames.
Let me see what kind of casting time Mending has on it.
So 1
Yeah.
minute.
I got rid of my mending too.
Yeah, casting
I
time
had
1
it.
minute. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I just bugged out my roll 20. Okay, so for this, you are going to be doing so you want to do it really fast, right? So let's do an athletics check for how hard you kick it off yourself, right? And then,
Fuck
oh
me.
no.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Mm,
You're fucked.
man.
I'm so fucked.
Yeah,
You're
so
so
my character gets bored of waiting for Chanty Girl and goes to see what the commotion. Okay, I don't. Hold on. Nah, it's too quick. No, I was like, maybe I could put my body between his body and the cask after he kicks it, but this is all happening way so fast. My character wouldn't get there in time.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
It's fine. If I die, I die. It
yeah.
is what it is.
Now,
Pick
since
up the barrel thinking it's got some kind of booze in it.
yeah,
I mean, if
Pull it
somebody
off.
comes and gets me, I could come revivify him within a minute of him dying. Just saying.
Treader's right next to him, but he doesn't notice him because he rolled such bad perception.
Well, done it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Shredder
you've
still
done it.
does.
Anyway, I want both of you to roll a dex saving throw to see if you can take half of this damage.
I've got a water skin.
Oh my
Nope.
god,
Oh,
everybody.
Jesus, guys.
Madam Claptrap, as you walk outside, all right, you witness a scene of the weirdest thing you've ever seen. Like a giant with his head in a barrel, a man pissing directly next to him, and then The giant kicks the barrel off of his head. A blue plume of flames erupts from the side, and then the entire group is engulfed in a fireball.
Jesus.
Both of you take 22
Oh.
damage.
Alright, so I'm going to use my Stone's Embrace
What's that?
as a half giant, basically. Stone's Endurance, sorry. As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12
All right, roll
for a
that
short
d12.
rest. And of course.
So you take 18 damage, and Dunnan takes 22. Dunnan, you're just taking a piss, and then something next to you explodes, like on the back of your head.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
And
Whoo, that's a spicy
Claptrap,
one.
you come out just in time to see the magic happen.
Oh, you're a lively one, aren't you?
Sister Mel from the window, she's looking on in horror, as this is all happening. She sees you're alive, and then she looks out and kind of gives you like a double thumbs up and cringing at the same time, like, yay.
Oh, Christ. Oh, wait. Claptrap wouldn't say that. What would Claptrap say?
You be
Cthulhu.
laughing your ass off.
I thought I was the only one who liked it hot around here.
So I just start swinging randomly.
Oh god, no.
Roll a d20. All right. So you don't hit Sun Go Frog.
Oh, good. Jesus.
Thank God.
So both of you guys are still on fire. What do you want to do?
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
Lark heard the
Oh yeah, everyone heard the
explosion.
explosion. The orphans,
Yeah.
you guys, everyone heard the explosion.
Yeah, Lark heard the explosion and kind of runs out, like, outside. And like, what the fuck is going on, you crazy bastard? Oh my
Well,
god.
you see two of your friends, one a dwarf, one a giant, running around with purple fire. They're both flaming purple. And one of them is trying to punch the other one. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll because this thing ain't going out.
Okay. So if you want to stop, drop, and roll, make a constitution check to see if the fire goes out.
Lark goes, I bet you don't want to use that grease spell right now, bastard.
All right. Sun Go Frog, your fire is out, but you're still in the middle of the fire, so you need to go somewhere. Dunnan, make your Dunnan, your fire is not out. You're
I'm gonna immediately grab Dunnan and jump on him and try to put him out with
all
me.
right. He's trying to punch you at this time, so
That's fine.
no, make an athletics.
All right.
I kind of run back in and go, Shredder! What the hell? They might need you.
During the scream, I leave the side of Alex and run for
Okay.
run up
So Sungo, you attempt to tackle Dunnan, but he's got a low center of gravity, and even though he's on fire and sucks at his particular dice roll, he senses something trying to take him down, and he like punches you in the face with a flaming fist.
Okay, so DM, I have Chilled Touch. Is there any way that I could attempt to cast that to not cause damage, but to like put out the fire?
Yeah, you can do that. A non-lethal damage.
You guys are peeing right now.
It's pretty good.
He's just peeing everywhere. It's like June the other day.
Okay, so that's 13 non-lethal damage against the fire. Okay, and the purple fire glows like an orange for a moment, like it looks like it becomes like a natural fire for a moment, and then winks out.
Well, there you are, boys. Not so hot anymore.
I'm coming out the door to see all the last bit as it gets put out and see them all smoking. Thinking it's time for some fuel.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
there's
like, look at these crazy motherfuckers, Treader.
there is smoke everywhere. The orphanage, like the wall of the orphanage, is smoldering. Like it's not on fire, but it's smoldering. And you see like little heads poking out of some of the windows and such. And Sister Mel is trying to get really small in her upper on her upper floor window.
So I'm gonna yell out to Sister Mel and be like, "Hey, let's make another batch. That shit's great."
And she
See, Madam Claptrap seeing Treader come out the door to check on everybody's like, "Ooh, I better go check on our other friends." And she turns around and goes back inside to head back towards Alex.
yeah, Sister Mel leans out and she's like, she gives you the thumbs up, like, yeah, let's do that again.
Is it long enough that I could cast my
Don't go in that particular bathroom.
I'm gonna rate that one a 1 star. Okay, so
I want to go curl up with His Majesty.
yeah, Kibo slept through the whole thing.
Walk in just smoking and covered in oil.
Yeah. Sister Keely's like, I'll have what he's having. Or Apprentice Keely. The fuck happened to you? And can I have some?
He's like, I don't know. I'm just taking a piss.
Apparently, I pissed on something hot and heavy.
So, like as you arrive, like Sister Mina's in the back room calming down all the orphans, like telling everybody it's gonna be okay. This was a friendly explosion. Sister Kron is still MIA with Alex in a dark room somewhere. Sister Pitra looks at you guys like, you guys are doing some experimenting, eh?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dunnan, roll me a drink.
I'd also
We may-
like to walk over to Sungo and lay hands on, give him a heal.
A
I'm
sugar
gonna-
martini.
I'm gonna get a drink from Dunnan as I pass by to go check on Alex.
Sister
He's like,
Pitra
"I found
like comes over to Dunn and she's like, you've got a treasure trove of alcohol in there. You want to
Bit of
come see
everything.
where we make the fun stuff?
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Every chance.
Okay, so you cast Healing Word on him and he got 4 more HP. Did you already do that, Sungo?
Yeah, I already got it. It's 7
7
because it's 3 plus 4. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna do the same for Iron Wing, just to try to get him some health back.
Do you want to try the same concoction with Sister Mel?
Yes.
I'm gonna head back down after healing Sungo and just start and chuckling the whole way while I head back down to see Alex.
I'm gonna go up and try to make a similar concoction, maybe one that's not quite as volatile, at least not spark immediately, but same kind of purple blue flames were awesome.
Right. Okay. So
Oh, sorry.
Alex,
Trying to land on it.
Alex, you roll a d20, please.
I feel like this whole session is the DM trying to kill us with mundane shit.
Reroll.
Okay, you're gonna make it a lucky reroll. Go ahead. It's not mundane. It's magical.
There.
Okay, magical.
Okay,
shit.
Alex, you come to. You come to in a different room in the middle of a magic circle. You don't know how you got here. Strange, yet somehow comforting symbols spiral outward from the center where you are to the outside, growing larger and larger until ending in giant bold runes that shine faintly in the candlelight. Indeed, there are a lot of candles. None inside the circle, but there must be dozens on the floor, all of them half melted and dripping wax. From a shadow by the door, a figure approaches you. You stare at it blearily until it resolves itself into Sister Kron. Her power armor is gone, and in its place is a loose white robe. Her feet and legs are bare. She's also wearing her hair down, letting it spill down to her shoulders. You made it, she said.
Went somewhere?
You nearly died. The cursed Hesh metal nearly killed you.
Oh, nice.
Just as a safety precaution, you probably shouldn't stick strange metals into your body. She tentatively reaches over to you and puts a hand palm flat in the middle of your torso. You realize that the area is incredibly tender. Please don't do that again, she says. Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, Mom told me that too, so I guess I gotta take it seriously now.
When she pulls her hand away, you see that you now have a brand, a triangle inside a rudimentary flower or maybe a sun.
That is the weirdest battle scar I have.
She
What is this?
she looks at you and she's like, oh, I wouldn't call it a battle. You've been out for a little while. I had to perform a ritual to keep you alive and brand you as the ritual completed to create a feedback loop between your new weapon and your body. It's all I could think to do.
So you branded me. Does this mean we're married now?
What? No, no, no. It it's not something Prilia is known for, but it's a service some people need. The ritual. She reaches into her robe and with a pale, almost delicate hand, she passes you like a heavy weight in a cloth bundle. Then she gracefully rises to her feet. She's shorter than you thought, thin but well muscled. As she walks away, you detect like a subtle, self assured sway in her hips. When you open the bundle, you see a revolver, thick and black. On the handle is a symbol to match your new brand.
Well,
Don't let her walk away too far. Now's your chance.
I do like me a woman dressed and ready for battle, but not gonna lie, I can get used to this.
Okay, so she handed you the weapon. She looks at you one last time as she goes out the door. She's like, and she goes, "Yeah, it's a strange interaction with the magic, but it was a fertility ritual."
Roll the
And
dice to see if I do them. Sorry.
Fellatio ritual.
She raped you.
there, you see the thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
and a fertility.
That's just how it went down, man.
So what's the fertility? What part of that makes it fertile?
Oh, you'll see. God dang it! I gotta refresh my Roll20 again.
I just had to reboot mine.
Yeah, it keeps on like bugging out.
Are there going to be little Alex Hellstorms running around here?
Hellstorm, hell cannon of fertility.
Little tiny Hellstorms with really good hair.
If only I could open up the fucking thing to show the recording. Please let me open it, Roll20. I promise I'll be good.
The bullet doesn't really come from the revolver.
Oh shit.
Projectiles, huh?
Okay, so it's a plus.
Shots.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually a +2. I had to change that. You rolled a 6 on that first roll. So hold on.
Yes.
It's a +2. Vampirism. Killing blows with this weapon grant Alex life equal to the damage done. No one else can use this because he is bound to it through the brand. The shaped power, Alex may choose what damage type projectiles launched from this revolver do, is if he is able to roll a 1d20 more than 10. There's also Soul Taker. If this weapon strikes a killing blow on a critical strike, it permanently gains +1 on attack and damage rolls, and it's silent.
Nice.
It's silent.
That's
Ooh.
epic.
Jesus,
So
that's
sunshine.
Sexual encounters.
So
Silent.
okay, the shape power thing. It's notice how like she said that the shard hits you in the chakra. It means you have to align your chakras and manipulate them in a certain way to get your shaped power to work. So if you roll less than a 10, it's not going to work for you. You just have like a mundane bullet. But aligning your chakras, you can do it during any short rest.
If it's silent, how will he know if she's taking it or not? I mean, If
What
they're
now?
fake, nothing.
What?
Never mind. Sorry.
Don't make it
mind
weird.
me. I'm making it weird.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't put this in the thing. Um, because it is cursed, or because you share like a link to it, and it's a cursed link. You're gonna lose one of your hit die.
Oh, that's fine. I got 5 of them.
Okay, cool. I can't fucking open it again. Damn you, roll 20. Okay, Eki. Skill check time. You're combining the two.
Alright.
You've put it into the mixer. You've got like the big metal plunger thing, and Sister Mel is like actually in the doorway this time, kind of peeking out from behind the door jamb, and she gives you a nod, like, "Okay, stab that fucker."
Just because my rolls have been crap,
Yeah,
let's go ahead and do
slide
that.
of. Oh, okay.
Let me bless myself beforehand.
So did what's her name leave Alex? Like, did she finish walking out of the room and everything so
Yeah,
that
she's
All
out.
that aspect finished.
us in the hallway know that it's all
Yeah.
done and taken care
You
of?
guys see her like walk out of the room with the book and the robes and everything, and she looks at you guys like she furrows her brows and stares daggers at you guys like, not a word about any of this, and then she walks away.
I come out following her with a bewildered look on my face.
That's mum's the word. I guess I'm gonna go check and see if Sungo doesn't kill himself again, and I mosey off.
Done, and roll a d20. All right. Sister Petra points you in the direction of like a bunch of like brass tubes and like containers and such, and like a little furnace underneath. It's like down in a basement somewhere, and it looks really ramshackle and like just cobbled together out of nothing. And she's like, "Well, it's not much, but I do a little brewing on the side. It's my still, more like a moonshine factory, really. You ever done this?"
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely make something alcoholic.
You are familiar with the still, then? What am I talking about? You're a dwarf.
I just so happen to have all of my brew stuff right here in my little loincloth.
You're joking. You got ingredients for that?
Uh, Anything can be fermented.
Anything you say. Well, as long as it's better than this fucking mushroom beer, it's terrible.
To make something happen.
All right. Eki, make a sleight of hand check for your barrel stabbing one last time. Hey, you stabbed the barrel. This time the seal is just fine, and you inject the plunger's contents into the barrel, and you see that once you take the thing out, there is actually no blue flames coming out. The seal has held.
Oh, thank God.
So Sister Mel like comes into the room. She's like, "Hey, you did it. Okay, so we're not gonna blow up the orphanage." You think it's got like the regular flame or like the purple flame in there?
Uh, there's no telling really until we test it out.
You said it was kind of thin before, right? Did we have to inject the tar? The tar looking oil in there? Was that what we did last time?
Yes.
All right. Sleight of hand, my bro.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So with this one, you attempt to stab down into the barrel with the plunger with the really thick tar solution, and you nick the barrel on the side instead of actually plunging the plunger into it, and you've got a familiar blue flame coming out of it.
Lark is getting a little antsy and a little tired of her friends trying to kill themselves, so she decides to go hang out with the kids.
Sister Mel is like, "Oh God, it's not again." Okay. And she starts screaming for help yet again. What do you want to do?
Uh,
We should have done this in another room. She calls back to you. I
uh,
regret all of my choices.
so I'm gonna attempt to mend it again.
Okay.
Hearing the yelling from Sister, I'm gonna run over there to Sun Go's room.
All right. Mending is an arcana check. Shredder, what do you want to do while he's doing that?
Prepare mending as soon as I find out whether or not he failed or not.
Okay. Oh, that's a good arcana. So
Yes.
the hole starts to seal itself. The flame turns purple, and then the hole gets smaller and smaller until finally it's sealed up. Unfortunately, you did not get to inject the tar stuff into the solution. Do you want to try again?
Let's go for it.
Okay. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Another one. Okay, this time you didn't critically fail. So you stab into it and you inject, and when you pull it out, that's when you get the flame again.
All right. Go
Ma-
ahead and do mending again.
Arcana check. Actually, James, yours is religion check, since you're a
Yes.
cleric.
10 plus my D4 for my bless. Let's see what and
Okay.
it's 11. And Jim's
Well, that's barely enough, and Treader helps anyway. Okay, so the tar solution is in. The flame is purple still, but you see like a sort of black sort of you know those fireworks that you light them and like that black snake comes out of them as they do the reaction, right?
Yeah.
You see that kind of coming out as the flame grows higher, but the mending cuts off the seal, and finally you have your volatile solution.
Next
Uh,
time, just come ask my help whenever you're doing dangerous work. I know how bad you are at it. And I turn around and leave the room.
point
Sister
of
Mel
order.
is like, we really should have done that in a just different room, but you got what you wanted.
Can I infuse this liquid, this barrel?
Infuse it with what?
My artist for ability infusion. Can I infuse the barrel itself?
What does it do? Infusion.
So it basically can make a mundane item magical. And with the infusions that I have, it's the repeating.
Let's see what the infusions you have is repeating. Oh, sure.
So instead of making my grease cannon the repeating function, I make the barrel itself the repeating, so it constantly refills itself
Okay.
without me having to kill myself every time.
Okay, so the way this is going to work is this solution is going to be a gel solution as opposed to like a slick with the stuff you added to it. Whenever it hits a target, it begins to grow and harden and instantly catch fire. So you have a chance of holding a target incapacitated if you hit them well enough, and then they'll catch on fire.
Okay.
Will automatically ignite. He doesn't have to reignite it later.
Yeah, it ignites with oxygen.
So that's one canister. Let's see what else we can make, dearies.
All right, Cody, what do you want to do?
As long as it's not hot and pointy or oily.
Okay.
I'm gonna ahead and make a heal pot brew. I'm fermenting healing potion.
And Sister
Into
Petra's
out.
like, you can do that with a still?
Yes, you can.
Nice. Okay, go ahead. And you've got proficiency with this stuff, right? So you can roll a d20 and we'll add your proficiency bonus to it.
Let me see what this stat is. I don't know.
Okay, so that's good. You make your healing potion. No critical failures there. See, that's how it's done, Eki. All right, we'll work out the particulars on this in a little bit, Eki. I just had to write a quick thing for your gel solution that you made.
Gotcha. And like I said, I like to try to make another type.
Heal pot brew ale. Okay, so now that you guys have done your downtime activities, what do you guys want to do? What's the plan?
Can I rename it again?
Sure.
Was there any chance I could make some slug shells for my shotgun for like some extended range since I don't have
Oh,
anything like that?
also, do we have any extra armor left over?
Yeah, you guys used a couple of the limbs. You guys have the torso left. It's really banged up, so it might not come out exactly as it was, and it's really funky metal. So, yeah.
What do y'all want to do with the rest of it?
Give it to Petra.
Make me a
Let her play
shiny
with it.
one piece.
Or maybe someone can make me another bird.
You want to try to fix the plate chest piece?
Petra looks at it and she's like, "It's for me?"
Up to you guys.
That's up to you, David. Sam, are you going to be using your book of Find Familiar while we're in this downtime action?
Oh hell, I didn't even remember that I had one.
Well, if you don't want to use it now, you can go and look up a familiar that you want, and then get back to me in private message, and we'll work it out for next time.
Okay, let's do that.
So, Sister Crom's the only one that can work on the armor. I think she's spent.
Yeah, Sister Kron is spent and satisfied. She's good.
Ooh, spent and satisfied.
Treader, how do you want to do the whole making of the ammo thing?
Just wondering if we could replace some of my shot shells with solid slugs. That way I could say instead of being a 15-foot cone, maybe 50 or 60 feet. That way I can still reach out because I don't have range of much except for a couple spells.
Okay. Do you want to try and make it out of the Hesh metal, or you just want to make it out of mundane stuff?
Would the Hesh metal like give me any particular properties? I mean, I didn't have anything in mind. I
Maybe
literally was just
permanently
thinking
gone,
this.
wouldn't it?
You might have to use sex magic to bring yourself back, like Alex. But yeah, I mean, you never know. Depends on how you roll.
Sex magic.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna stick with standard slugs.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
Sorry, Treader. You're a crafter. I want you to roll 2 d20s because you're rolling advantage on this.
Yay.
A 2 and an 11. Okay. 11 is bigger than 10. That's fine. You're successful in making your slug shots. Is there anything you want to do, any sort of English you want to put on this?
Are you gonna? What would you suggest on a range? Even though it's coming out of a shotgun, it's not gonna have like max range.
Yeah,
What would
I think we'll make it a 20-foot range. Single target damage, and it's going to do much more than the cone. And we'll make it you want to do bludgeoning or piercing?
I would rather do piercing and with the possibility of maybe going through one target into the next for like reduced damage, maybe half damage.
All right, let's make the damage a 2d8.
Okay. Since we're sticking with ammo unlimited, do you want to stick with that for the shells or the slugs as well?
Yeah, the slugs were going to be 2d8, right?
Yes, but I mean unlimited rounds. Like, do I need to worry about crafting as
Oh
many?
no, you're fine, man. You know how to make them now. It's cool.
Okay. We said 20-foot straight point range, right?
That's right.
And 2d8, you said?
That's right. 2d8, and on a crit, we'll have it go through a target.
Okay, damage type. What would I put that under?
That's behind the 2d8. I believe it's piercing. It's usually like a default setting there.
Okay. Any modifiers?
Let's see. You're not proficient in it. You should have. Well, I'm looking at your character sheet now. Shotgun slugs. Okay. I think it was your dex, and you're proficient in it. No modifiers that I can. No, you're good. Looks good. This is going to do the same amount of damage as whacking somebody with a great two-handed sword.
Okay.
All right. So what other activities we do in here?
So can I give Petra the medal, the leftover medal?
If that's what everybody wants.
That's
That's
what I'm
fine by me.
asking.
That's fine by me.
All right.
So,
Petra,
Go ahead.
Petra, have you had any chance to look at my Stardust?
I've been eyeing him from afar, but he's never really cozied up to me. He's kind of stiff.
Well, it's kind of his nature, right?
Not the most
Anyway,
cuddly of birds.
I was wondering if you were to take the rest of this medal, if you'd be interested in experimenting, doesn't have to be now, but seeing what you can do about maybe another bird,
The
maybe a
breastplate.
little, yeah, like a little songbird or something, or someone that I could use as a drone that doesn't really have a payload or something like that.
Unlikely, but I will try.
Okay.
And
I have what's
Well,
left.
I'm sorry.
might
What?
be a way to. What were you saying, Bubba?
Oh, I was gonna say, was there gonna be anything left after she took the breastplate, like anything from the greaves or the arms or anything like that?
Nothing really salvageable, no.
Why? Do you have a reason for it?
No,
I figured
since
you
I'm a
make-
craft, nice to hang on to some hesh pieces for experimenting.
Can I also make a approach Lark during this downtime? Now that I'm not burning myself to death.
If you're gonna try to convert me, I'm not interested.
So, Lark,
I hadn't even said anything to you yet.
as you hand the breastplate over to Petra, it's really heavy to you, but she takes it easily. And as she like passes it back from arm to arm, and she kind of shakes it, and Kibo falls out, and he's like, "Oh, this is not mine."
Your Majesty, what's up?
Oh, I see that we were splitting up the spoils of war.
Mm.
Oh, can we give Kibo that armor?
He would not be able to carry it. He was hiding in it.
What about the piece from one of Eki's stores? Doesn't he have a piece?
Oh, what now?
Doesn't Eki have a couple extra pieces of armor on him?
Yes, I do.
Depends on the strength requirements. Kibo has 8 strength.
I have 2
It-
pieces of scale mail and then some chain mail.
It would reduce his move speed to about 10 feet, I'm pretty sure. I didn't calculate it, but I don't think Kibo's wearing any like heavy armor anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's okay. It was very cozy though. And he goes back to his pew. I am just glad we are all alive.
Preach, brother. I mean, Your Majesty.
A king that cannot keep his subjects safe is no king at all. Do you agree?
Totally.
Therefore, I decree that all my subjects will be safe. What happened to your eyebrows? And he's turning to Sun Go Frog.
Oh, don't you worry, little man. It's all good. All's in good funs.
It looks good.
That bastard blew me up.
El Rey,
Taking a
as we
piss.
should call him.
And boom.
Oh no, is it time for tribunal?
Nah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
I'll let him live this time.
And he sits back on the pew and he finally starts reading his spell book. I think he's trying to prepare things for tomorrow or today.
So I'm gonna slowly approach Lark and put my hand on her shoulder.
Hello, your weirdness.
So the giant dude comes up behind you, no eyebrows, probably no hair on his upper half at all now.
Well,
Most men pay for that.
No, girlie, you gave us all a good fright. What the devil has gotten into you recently? All that power surging about inside you. Surely it has some cost.
what?
Your incident where you fell down and started trying to kill yourself.
Oh yeah.
It was just a few hours ago, Bree.
Right. Apologies. Not like a week or two. No, it's just time flies, man. I generally live like this and have since my family was killed when I was 12 or 13, whatever.
So Apprentice Keeley staggers out of the front door, goes around the church like, I got to take a piss now. She comes outside and you hear her shout like, the fuck happened out here?
Don't go out there.
And she goes
There
almost exactly where you were taking your
flaming
piss
shit
done
out.
and she does her thing.
Well, other than that, I actually go over to knock on Crow's door and ask if I can go in and have a private conversation on actually what happened with the fertility thing.
And she looks
And
okay, so you knock on the door. Sister Kron opens it up. She's got like half of her power armor on right now. She's and she's pulling on gauntlets as she looks at you and she's like, "What is it, Alex?"
this whole fertility thing is it something we need to talk about?
Nah, it's not a big deal.
Daddy.
No, okay. In
he
case you're
wants to know if
wondering,
he's pregnant.
I'm not the one who's fertile. It's you. Normally we use it on the women, but this was the only the only ritual I could think of that would save your life and counteract the curse that was on you.
How you doing?
Wait,
I don't want to talk about it. And she closes the door and continues getting dressed.
Again, is it gonna
Yeah,
talk to
Find
me?
some
it is.
prenatal vitamins for
Is
David.
this something we need to know about?
I was gonna say, pat yourself down, David. Pat yourself down.
Wait, did she try to put a baby in you? Is that where we're going here?
she may be
It's
more.
really cool
9
when they
months.
start kicking, by the way.
I just
more fertile, apparently.
so she comes out of the door with all of her power armor on. She looks all business again. She looks at you like, "You ready to get to work?"
Yeah.
The
What?
metal suit.
She's just like, I just wouldn't go and sleep with anybody for, I don't know, a month or so, unless you want children.
I haven't even thought. You know what? You know what? Can we go try out my new gun?
Yes, please, let's go. She looks incredibly relieved, and she is definitely blushing as she leads you down the hallway.
So I'm shooting, doing stuff. So y'all decide whether we do leave tonight, take a
Yeah.
long rest, or whatever.
And the song "Take My Breath Away" is playing in the background.
Take my breath away.
Thank you, Bree.
Yeah, anytime.
Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah, we have all heard it. We all hear it, you know.
With the +2, what is that? I do 2 more damage to the gun
It's
already.
+2 to attack rolls. So every time you roll an attack roll, it's +2, and every time you roll a damage roll, it's also +2.
All right, so y'all decide what we're gonna do.
You
Rest.
I'm just saying, like, okay, the weapon was not going to be overpowered at its baseline, right? That 6 you rolled really helped with adding features to it. It was going to have one of these features, but you rolled a 6. That means you got a +1 and an additional feature added to your gun. All right. And the complications you went through, the rolls that you made, helped determine which of these things you got.
Oh, I'm happy with the weapon. I was just asking if we were gonna rest and go to fight somewhere.
It's up to these guys.
What time of day is it?
It's always night here.
I was gonna say we don't know the time.
Well, everyone needs to take a long rest, huh? So we can get all their stuff back.
So I'm gonna continue to talk to Lark. Be like, Girly, how do you cast these spells? What is causing these diabolical things that are causing you such ill fate? Surely someone needs to be watching out and over you.
Sister
Well,
Sister Petra kind of giggles and like prances away with the armor that you guys gave her, like into the back room. Think of it like a Peter
Well.
Griffin, like.
Well, you know, this is just how I roll, dude.
I think he's trying to get you to explain your wild magic to him.
Sister Mina
Well-
walks up and she's like, "Don't try to change the wild mage. They're difficult. I've met a
I'm
couple."
asking very specific questions. How do you cast your spells?
Oh, it's the talk. Okay, I will just be over here by the altar.
How do I cast my spells? By casting the spells, I use magic. But my magic kind of came down from a meteor when it wiped out my entire family and left me with this weirdness. And, you know, it's just how I roll.
So,
Yep,
out of
that's how
character,
I
real
do it.
quick, I'm gonna put this very bluntly. I'm asking if you have a focus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have this little crystal in my pocket here. Kind of cute, right? A little purple, a little floaty, you know?
Might I inspect it, laddie? See.
Sure, why not?
Kibo
Here you
is
go.
Kibo is snuck up behind you, Lark, and he places his hand on your shoulder and starts patting it like, "It be okay.
I love Kibo
Thanks,
so much.
my lord.
Kibo be your family now."
Thanks, my lord. Can I call you El Rey?
I do not know what means.
It means king in some weird, far off language.
Then yes.
Wait, is that Spanish for king?
Yeah.
Chinese.
So,
I never knew that.
Lassie, I know you probably don't want to hear anything from me. You seem distant and far off at times. I don't know. But anything I can do to help you out a little. And I focus my energies into my hands and I make your focus glow. And then I hand it back to you.
Isn't
Just
this
know the door is open, always open to Theus.
isn't this just your isn't this your meteorite fragment that you carry on you, Lark?
Yeah, it's just a little fragment.
All right.
You
roll,
know.
roll a d20.
Oh shit! Are you gonna try and kill me now?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay.
The answer is yes, almost always.
I know, right? Let's see. What else can I do to die? Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I roll a d20. Right, d20. Sorry, I was getting a ponytail holder. Oh, a 20.
Woo!
Okay. So when he passes it back to you, it is glowing much more brightly now, and you might have to conceal it in your clothing to get stealth checks right. But
Son of a
Eki,
bitch, dude!
no, Sun Go Frog, go ahead and explain what you just did.
I just infused your focusing with +1, so all spells have +1 now.
Wow, thank you.
It's actually
Sweet.
+2 because you rolled a
Oh.
20.
Nice.
It's wild magic, you see.
Yes. Oh shit! Do I have to roll on the table now, or what?
No.
No. Okay. That would have been hilarious. So now all of my spells have +2.
If you use the focus,
Like,
yes.
Yes.
I always use the focus.
Okay.
Like, so how do I add that? Like,
Right now, just remember, we'll go through your skills and add that. Like, why don't you give yourself a note, and we'll add it into your spells later.
sweet.
Now, so long as I don't die, you will have that until then.
Oh, I have that until you die.
Yes.
I thought that was until she died.
No, until I die. As the caster, as the infusion is based off of me.
I know what my next
Oh.
project is.
Kill Becky.
Did my
You
best.
almost killed yourself in this.
Well, he did his best this time, but I'll do my best next time.
Nice. +2 to all spells. Hey, can someone put cure wounds back in my spell bead, by the way? I forgot about that. +2. Thanks, dude.
All right.
And like as I'm like sitting there, I kind of halfway cast the prestidigitation, and like because I'm in a good mood, sparks start just like kind of coming off me. Wild magic and all.
What now?
Said because I'm happy, I like
Oh,
kind
okay.
of cast prestidigitation and sparks start coming off me, you know.
Yeah,
Just 'cause.
subconscious casting.
Got it.
Yeah.
It. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's the plan, guys?
Let's go to bed, long rest, and go help the princess. Let's go
Yeah.
shoot.
Long rest, and then we go to the grove.
Wait, she's a princess?
Yeah, wasn't she?
She's in another castle.
Wait, wait, no. Oh, you meant like the one we came here for, not because. Sorry, I thought you were calling furry pussy a princess.
I was.
Yeah.
My name is Apprentice, not Princess. You're a princess.
No, tonight, sweetie, you're the best
You
one of the
fucking
band.
long-haired samurai. She turns into a cat and curls up on this pew.
So you
And then-
pregnant yet, Alex?
And then she kind of
Dude.
goes nuts and starts like running around the sanctuary for no apparent reason, then curls up on a windowsill.
She like
Alright.
knocks your drink over and then goes.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to finish our long rest and then start heading to the grove.
All right, so
I go over and sit next to Alex and I'm like, what the shit is going on with you? That just sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Apparently, the next woman I lay with will have, I don't know, 4 children.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get pregnant. Wait, I didn't say that. Because I don't know that.
Sister Kron didn't say.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
everybody
stay
going to
the
sleep for
fuck
this?
away from me, dude. Okay.
I'm going to try to get this spell slots back in.
Okay. So as everybody nods off, Madam Claptrap, you have a vision.
Oh shit!
Okay. Your vision is mostly darkness, but then you like little spots of light start to resolve themselves, like a bunch of different colors, like a lot of purples and reds and blues. And then as things brighten, you find yourself in a cave with crystals and such on the walls that are giving off light. In front of you is a demoness with wings, dressed very provocatively, and long claws and like very, very bright red eyes. And you recognize it as your patron.
Oh, you again, darling. What might I do for you today?
Claptrap, my love. It's been too long. And I mean that. It's been a long time since you've slept.
Has it now?
Indeed. In fact, my hold upon you and upon the reality around you is weakened a bit, seeing as how the curse around you is working. I know for a fact that none of the gods can get into the area, and I have to do a lot of sneaky tricks to get myself in here, at least to contact you.
Yes, it is quite a pickle we've found ourselves in. We're here, against our better judgment, shall I say?
Indeed. It's been a while, you know. Been a while since you fulfilled your quota, and I am hungry.
I do have one soul to offer you so far, but I'll have to collect more.
Indeed, that was a quick and dirty deed I felt you do, and I appreciate that. But I'm looking for something mm, a little bit more visceral. I'm looking for visceral this time. You think you can do that for me?
I can see what I can do. I'm currently traveling with a couple of priests, and I'm not entirely sure how visceral they'll let me get.
I hadn't thought of that before. Before you went into the cursed area, I sensed that the priests were of the war variety. Is that correct?
That is true.
So they're down with the violence, the sex and violence, right?
For the most part, they seem to be.
You think you could kill one of them?
I'm gonna have to go negatory on that one, although I believe we are soon adventuring to a place where there are other priests. They might be druids, but they are religious of some sort.
Ah, girl can hope. I just love the taste of the clergy, but I know that they're useful to you, and that's okay. But
Yes.
if you can find me a nice, juicy human soul, send it to me. I will really appreciate it. The fact that the soul is filtered through the curse makes it taste a little funny, but once you get used to it, it's intoxicating.
I shall see what I can do.
I'm not talking about a kill in combat. That won't count. I want something you choose. Give me something that I like. And if
Oh,
you
you
do
want one of those?
if you do this right, I have something for you.
Orphans.
Oh, goody.
Leave Kibo alone.
Mr. Anderson said.
Yeah. Don't you dare touch Kibo.
Darling, you are in a tinderbox right now. Have you ever met a god that could not see into a place that he wanted to? It's driving them nuts and I love it.
That is interesting.
And every time I sense something happen over there, it's like it's like the fabric of the world is changing. It's beautiful and terrible and scary and it's okay, this place could change the world. And you know me and change.
Yeah?
All right. As I said, this connection is costing me dearly. Get me some souls, get me a really juicy one, and we'll see what we can do to help you out in your current predicament, eh?
Will do.
And don't fuck this up, or I will eat your soul.
Yeah, same old, same old. I'll get you your soul.
And you're back to a deep and restful sleep.
Goody!
Goodbye, Wesley. I may kill you tomorrow. All right, so you all wake up refreshed and have all your spells back and your HP. The cat, whenever you guys wake up, you find that the druid, the cat, is actually sleeping on Dunnan's chest. And as he wakes up, she slaps him in the face with a paw and then like bolts away to the other side of the room and turns back into a halfling.
That pussy's pointy.
I am subject to the whims of my druidic farm, okay? You can't judge me by the things I do as a cat.
I happen to like pussy.
Anybody got some tuna? Oh, I love some tuna. So, what's the plan, guys? Where are you guys going to go?
Well, we gotta go help Keely out.
Time to go to the Grove.
We're going to the Grove. Oh, thank goodness. I thought you'd never keep your promise, but you guys have been good for it, and you have such good drinks.
It
All right.
pays to travel with a drunk.
A functioning alcoholic. All right, so to the Grove is to the south. How do you want to approach the Grove?
How you bring up that map again?
With guns out.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, could you guys remind me what happened to the vampire?
Apparently fucked off. He's supposed to be with us, but he can't come in the church, so
Well, he left with his people. Like he left with the roofers, and he said that you can call on him whenever, and his people will try to get you what you need.
While we're traveling, I'd like to continue practicing my hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, how did
No.
he say for us to actually get in contact with him?
He didn't say, and you get the impression that he doesn't really want you to get in contact with him.
Yay.
Stinking vampire.
Fucking roofers.
There was actually
So-
some loot in the last map that you guys didn't get. Like the rolls were not good. Like you didn't actually get this particular piece of loot. It was a locket that would let you contact him whenever, and you could fuck with him with it. But you didn't get it.
Mm.
So
Treader,
as
you
we're-
are getting better.
As we're preparing to leave, I'm gonna walk over next to Madam Claptrap and be like, "So, dearie, despite you being all Bernie and all, maybe I should help enhance you as well. More power means better for all."
I've got these blue pills here.
So
Oh,
wait, the +2, does it go to the cast or to the damage?
Both.
Both.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
But it does not
Oh,
help with
really?
your spell ability. Like whenever they can save, it doesn't help with your DC.
Okay.
What have you got under your bodice there?
Maybe not quite as strong as what the lassie there has, but something that'll help a little.
I'll always accept a little help here and there.
So I need to see your focus.
Pato, do I have a focus?
Check your inventory. Most people do.
I'm just testing the revolver.
Okay. What do I do with it?
Just hold it out to me.
Okay, so I reach into my knapsack and I find my focus and I hold it out to you, Palma.
I place my hands on it and I channel my artificer abilities and powers into it, and it should be a +1 now.
Yeah, top of your list it says arcane focus, Sam.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Do I need to do anything to it to augment it or no?
Nope. That's all Eki's doing.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
just imbuing it, so all your spells are +1 as well.
As an artificer, he gets very few like spells, but he does make a group super like more powerful by doing this.
Rock on, righteous.
Yeah, and you can like be creative in what your focus is. So like if you want to make it like a devil's horn or some shit like that, then you can.
Yeah, like a dehydrated Vienna sausage or something.
Probably
Shrunken head.
fine.
Just as a example, I would never do that.
Just a word of caution as we're traveling. I think the two casters should hang loose next to Treader while we're invisible.
That's fun. Although I have that cape.
So, how are you guys approaching the Grove?
I'm gonna stick to little Gertie boy like white on rice.
Well, I mean,
I'm
from what
gonna
direction?
stick-
Like, are you guys going from a particular direction? Is what I'm saying.
So we're currently kind of close to the riverside, correct?
You guys are kind of to the northeast of the Grove.
Okay.
We'll ask Sister, the apprentice, whatever the heck, what's the best way to come to the Grove?
Okay.
Say, can we get Kibo to show us the shortcut to the Grove? That might,
Yeah.
avoid.
All right,
Ma-
Kibo. Let me see here. Kibo's like, I know way to Grove, but sewers do not go under Grove. Be very weird to have sewers right underneath the dead things.
How about you, Keely? You got a way that we can get there to avoid some of these blasted, undead, cursed things?
Yeah, right through the front gate. In all seriousness, I think if we approach from the south, that might be the best way. It's closer to the tree, and I've scouted most of that. From the north, it's a mystery to me.
So back through the mud pier.
Yes, kind of around there, yeah.
She would know the best, so let's follow her.
I say we,
What are you
we
watching?
circle around from the west and come in through the south gate.
Okay.
Hey,
Sounds
what
good
are
to
you
me.
watching?
I'm sorry, my wife is watching something on YouTube and they yell a lot.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's roll to see if we get a random encounter. Who wants to roll the d6?
Cody.
David.
All right.
Because if it's a bad roll, I can reroll it.
That's a paddling. Okay, so do you want to stay with that roll?
Yes.
Is it a good roll or a bad roll?
I don't know, Bree. Is it a good roll or a bad roll?
Well, David has the opportunity to re-roll if it's a bad roll.
Well,
Can't-
the
you won't
higher,
get
You tell him what the hell's going on, and then he's gonna
Yeah.
roll it.
No, we can't. We
can't
can't
do that.
like go
Go on.
back in time to change the roll.
I don't want to hear it.
That's not how luck works. It's
if it was a 1 or something, I would have rolled it. Rerolled it.
Okay, random encounter number 5. Let me pull that shit up. Everybody
See,
get
that's
together
the
so I
thing
can
is the
teleport
numbers
us.
don't count. Like, one could be the best one. Who knows?
One's never the best one.
Yeah, the 1 is always the worst. I can tell you that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let me put you on the map.
That's a lot of zombies.
All right, they haven't spotted you yet. Just hang on. Let me.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of zombies. What the f is the blue thing?
Hang on. I'm trying to get everybody on the damn map properly. There we go. Now you should be all there. Okay, let me set the scenes here. You pick your way over the bones of the city on the way to the grove. The street is fairly clear except for the occasional straggler zombie, which you dispatch without incident. You dare to think it may be smooth sailing to your chosen destination. Unfortunately, you have come up against a wall of dead flesh. The smell hits you first, and you know to move forward at a low profile. You creep forward until you see them. Hundreds of dead people twitching, swaying to unheard music. Before you can think what to do, a voice echoes from, like, in the middle of the undead, and you hear it say, "Hey, hey!" Every milky dead eye turns to face the source of the voice, but they don't move. "You! Could you please lend me a hand? I'm a little, hemmed in here." And you pee on something, Dunnan. Hey, you're welcome to
Are
use
these
the
things
fireball.
close enough to use turn undead, Fato?
What's that now?
Or are these things close enough for us to say turn undead and to like clear them away from the area?
Well, do you see the hexes? Right now you're in these hexes, right? And the undead they've got their own hexes there. You're in a certain range. What do you guys want to do? None of the zombies have engaged you yet.
Can I shoot my fireball, please?
Oh no, she's one of those sorcerers.
I really want to shoot my fireball.
I'm thinking Treader moves him and his hurdy-gurdy away from Lark.
Yeah, the hurdy-gurdy doesn't seem to draw the ire of the zombies very much. All their eyes are on the figure in the middle of them.
That's weird,
Ooh.
right?
It is a beautiful performance you put on Shredder. In fact, now the zombies are actually swaying to your music instead of the unseen music.
They love us some good shit. Slow it down, man.
I
The
mean,
only song I know on repeat.
so should we save the person, the thing, or
Excuse
not?
me, I can't help but notice you're not helping me. I could
Let me
really
do
use a
my
little
fireball.
assistance.
Is that guy being attacked by the zombies? DM?
No,
No,
the
they
zombies
just
are not
look at her.
moving. They're just looking at it.
I don't like that.
Why?
You want to make a
You wanna-
perception or an insight or something to see what she
Yeah.
does?
I want to see.
Perception.
I'm making it.
I shoot my
See if I can figure out what's going on.
All right, Treader, you can't exactly see over the shoulders of the zombies in front of you. Madam Claptrap, you're tall enough, and you see a humanoid figure glowing faintly, about half a head taller than the average zombie in the area. He waves his arms high above his head to try to get your attention. It's hard to tell, but you're pretty sure his proportions are off weirdly. The arms are too short for someone of his stature, and his shoulders are bone thin. Let's
He's a
see.
T-Rex.
The it's a T-Rex. Sun Go Frog, your insight tells you that this guy isn't actually proportional like a human, and you're not sure what to make of it. It's kind of magic-y.
He's a dinosaur.
I know
Somebody
the
should-
situation is probably peculiar to mundane thought processes, but suffice it to say that I am in no immediate danger from these things. I also have no means of egress from the mob, you see?
So
What are you?
So as you say, what are you? A few of the eyes turn your way and kind of start shuffling your way.
I'm gonna move away from the group and try to make some loud noise to distract them, so that they start coming towards me, so that Bree can
No.
prepare her ball to kill the all ones that are approaching towards.
Okay. Can I shoot my fireball now?
Just shoot the fireball.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't make noise. Just shoot
get-
the fireball.
You get Alpha Strike, and then you can
Explode
roll for
and-
initiative.
Okay,
Really
it says
Now-
it says that I can, in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point.
Right. What point do you want?
Well, hold on. I need to figure out what a 20-foot radius looks like. 1 second. Okay.
Closer to the middle.
Yeah. No, I want to do it like
It's
well,
4
it's
hexes
dark.
wide.
Draw it for me.
Like, what about like here-ish?
Make sure that you're encompassing all the zombies with your circle, please.
And
Well,
not,
it's only
not
a
the
20
guy.
foot. So like here?
Bree, can you see my arrow?
Yeah, I'm the purple one, but he can't be in the circle.
If you see where I'm at, that's exactly 20 feet away from him. That's hitting that zombie right close to him, and then 20 feet into.
Y'all can actually see all that? I can barely see what's in front of me.
Oh, excuse
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Hang on just
Oh,
a
there we
sec.
go.
I'm turning off dynamic lighting. No one appreciates
So
my dynamic lighting.
No, I
So
didn't.
wait.
I didn't understand why David couldn't see it.
Hold on.
Is it because he zoomed in too much?
Or
You
maybe
can
does he
see
not have
us and him. That's it. And the little bit of the zombies in front of us.
Maybe he doesn't have the dark vision.
I do not have dark vision.
Well, he just turned lighting off, so everyone should be able to see everything.
That circle's actually not bad, Bree. You'll hit.
Yeah, but the tree, like I could, if I could move it over like
right.
here. Oh, like there.
You should be able to pick your whole circle up and move it.
I tried, but I can't select it for some reason.
Hold on, I'll clear it and you do the thing.
Okay. So like here's the center, like there.
Okay.
Does that work?
Sure.
Okay. Everybody else, does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right.
Fireball is a pretty high damage spell, right? And they have to make like a dexterity saving throw, I believe, right?
Big half damage.
Okay, so it's 8d6. All right, so roll your 8d6 or roll your Fireball damage. 30 fire damage. Even if these guys dexterity save, they're all dead. So go ahead and role play this.
So I'm like, thanks guys. I've been wanting to do this for so long. It's so fun. And then I just kind of like dance around and then, oh, and +2. Sorry. +2. Anyway,
32
I
damage.
dance around. I dance around, and I kind of like get all flamey and everything, and then I kind of do this like Hadouken thing and shoot a fireball, or Hadouken and shoot a fireball out there, and things explode.
So the fireball arcs up into the air, lands in the middle of the zombies. There's a slight pause, and then poof, and a whole horde of the undead are gone and flaming ash.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative, please.
That's so fun.
I would have saved that for a boss because you only do that once a day, right?
Yeah, well, once a long rest. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I probably could have used it. I have more.
Oh, damn it. Can't select myself.
I've bugged out my roll 20 again. Come on, roll 20.
Did it select mine? Well, let me select myself. I'm on the turn order. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm
Let's see if
having
it
weird
gives you
problems
trouble.
too.
Just make sure you're clicked on the arrow instead of like your measure tape or any of the other shit.
Yeah. Am I on the board?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right, everybody's good to go. Lark, it is your turn.
All right. I've been wanting to try that so much. Okay, let's see.
Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Yes.
And you didn't even twin the spell or anything.
Oh shit! I could have done that, couldn't I? Fuck. Oh well.
Hey, Bree,
Yeah.
roll wild magic.
Fuck. Oh no.
Roll that
Wait,
D20.
roll the
Roll
the-
You wanted it.
the
Roll that
D20 or
beautiful
the
Bree for
D100.
D20.
Okay.
There you go.
Phew! I didn't roll a 1. Okay, that's good.
Good for you. Now, your turn.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna have another chance to roll wild magic.
Yeah, you can fuck us over again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 1.
I almost forgot to roll for Kibo and Keely. Keep on having to refresh my page, so like I keep on losing them.
I'm gonna need to move. Okay.
Kiba goes first.
It's fine.
Oh, Kibo's going.
No,
Okay.
let her go.
All right. So every creature in a line 100 feet. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. What's the best line? Okay.
Pato, I sent you a message.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes I don't hear them.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the best line here. Although, hold on. I need to move a little bit more. Okay, moving here. Well, there.
Roger.
And no, there. And then I'm going to shoot wait, no, not there. I'm gonna shoot a line of lightning 100 feet and take out a bunch more of these guys.
Okay.
Hold on.
Damn, that's a long
Wait.
way.
Yeah.
And like maybe twin
Like,
it.
you see my oh yeah, that'd be fun. I'll twin it. I'll shoot a line like here and then like let me draw it just so
All right, remember you're using sorcery points to twin.
yeah, but hold on. Let's see.
Using up all your good spells before we actually hit the boss.
That's a good point.
What
Maybe
boss,
I
David?
shouldn't.
What boss?
Pooching it all out there.
There's always a boss.
It's gonna be
Okay,
some
fuck. Maybe I shouldn't do
bastardated
that.
Lich King from fucking
Hold
hell.
on.
Just a whisper from the wind.
No, that's a good point. It's a very good point.
No one said anything
All
about
right,
a
then.
boss. This is a friendly visit to a neighboring
Lich
archdruid.
King. Yeah. Mhm.
Tape that mic
All
really
right.
is nice.
Let's see.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shoot Scorching Ray. Then I have a couple of those, so I'm not gonna use the lightning. I figured everybody will have fun with these anyway. So
All right.
never mind. Good point, David. Thank you. I don't want to use all my. I'm just having fun with my new spells.
She's like, unlimited power! Pew, 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 pew.
And I'm
Yep. And can we have a rest now, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
You have dropped all of my shit on the ground back there.
Okay then.
Does
Scorching
anybody else need
Ray.
a cigarette?
Fuck. Maybe I'll use a cantrip. Fuck. Okay. Damn
It's
it.
okay, Lark. You've done your part.
Firebolt.
It's all fire with you. Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah, you totally got a crit.
On a zombie. So quadruple
know.
damage, and all creatures within 15 feet of the target are also affected. Now, I didn't ask you which one you were going for.
I'm gonna go for one right in the middle. Did you know that?
No. Which one was it, Bree?
I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, that one right there.
All right, roll for damage.
Holy
Jesus.
shit. +2.
Hey,
Wait,
walking.
how are you getting 2d10?
I don't know. It's a firebolt too.
Wait, did you cast it at level 2 or something?
I don't think so.
That's a cantrip. That cannot do that much damage.
It's a cantrip. Yeah, I
They're
know.
level 5 now, so they do more damage. They do an extra 1d something.
Really?
Reach 5th level, 2d10.
Holy
Shit.
fuck, that's a lot of damage.
It really is.
Start machine gunning that
Oh,
shit.
I see. So the first one, 17 is what you get. Then we quadruple it. Anyway, within 15 feet, right? So
Yeah.
all these zombies. Yet another wonderful detonation from our resident sorcerer.
Yay, more damage finally. Fuck. I've been
Okay.
waiting.
It's Kibo's turn, right?
Wait, no, I have more movement. I'm gonna move back a little bit. Okay.
Okay. So Kibo
Yeah.
looks over at you with like a healthy respect and a little bit of I don't know, he looks a little intimidated by you.
I kind of wink at him.
And he just kind of turns toward the front zombie and he goes, poof. It's just 1 damage. Damn it, Kibo. You're supposed to look cool. Okay, Dunnan, go ahead. Poof. Oh, mine not as big as yours.
I'm sorry, Kibo. I mean, El Rey.
Yeah, so I scream for the blue guy up there and ask him what his health points look like.
Okay.
I gave him a clear space to run, man.
I am incredibly fragile, and I would rather not move in this situation while you were throwing around fire spells.
We're about to find out just how fragile.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, don't worry, we've got healers.
This body is irreplaceable, I just want you to know.
Yup.
Or so he thinks.
Oh no, Cody. Let me look up this
What?
guy's armor class. I know what your plan is. I've got to go get out his hit point counter and shit. Hold on. Like, surely they would not try to kill my guy. Yeah, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, shit.
Do non-lethal?
9.
Non-lethal.
You can't non-lethal crossbow bolt. Okay, but all right. Luckily, it didn't kill him. Now, what do you want to do? He's like, you shoot the crossbow bolt, and he doesn't flinch or anything. He just goes, "The fuck!" And then, what? What do you want to do?
Retract the motherfucker and pull him back to me.
All right, roll a d20.
Oh god, Cody, this could be okay. Thank God.
Okay, so as you pull the crossbow bolt back toward you, the blue guy like comes with it like in like a rush, and his feet are dragging along the cobble. So he's like, "Are you insane?" And he's right next to you now.
Hey, fucker, drink this.
I can't. I am a construct. Since he's up close now, you see that the body is not quite human. It's more like an arcane construct, like a golem. and from the hole in his chest, you see like blue light kind of bleeding out.
Can that be amending?
Ah, wonderful! Quite a dazzling display of physical prowess.
Excuse me.
You can mend
Well,
him if you want, but it's going to be complicated.
I walk over here and then I use one of my two key strike things and I
Jesus, crit time!
blow this asshole over.
All right, maximum damage, and roll the damage dice again. But I think you're just going to kill him. Yeah,
You just splattered it.
yeah. You punch his head off, and it goes flying and hits a friend of his in the back and kills him as well.
All right, well, now we have this blue guy. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Disengage.
All right.
Nope.
That's fine. You can. The zombie's going to get their turn eventually, though. If you guys all take your turn, and then none of the zombies are in melee range of you by the time by the time the turn order comes around again, I'll let you guys escape.
Oh, okay.
I'm having fun.
So, Plinks, bitches are ready to attack. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Madam Claptrap, it's your turn.
All right, cool. See, I was just waiting for the.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't know if you had more to say or anything, but okay. So we have to wait until this turn is done before we can run if they're not near us.
Yeah, as soon as the turn order comes back around to the top again, you guys can run as long as none of the zombies are in melee range of you.
Okay.
I want to crit kill a guy with my pistol.
Down.
Do we know what a construct is?
Ask him.
You can roll an Arcana check if you like. Treader, you can even roll a history.
Ah, okay.
Damn.
I don't know.
I'm not-
None of you know what kind of construct this is. You know
Can I
what the
roll a
word
history?
construct means.
Or does it have to be Arcana?
Okay, you being an artificer, I'm going to give you advantage on yours.
Advantage Arcana or History?
Do history.
I guess in the meantime, I'm going to blow away a zombie.
Okay, Dundon knows what a construct is, and you can see that this one is very sophisticated. Eki, you see that the workmanship on this particular construct, it's like it's a combination of arcane magic and mechanical engineering and such. It's like a robot, but it's able to house a presence, like a spirit of some kind. All right, you Eldritch Blast 9 damage. Which guy?
Big down.
All right, that's a kill shot, man.
4, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah, Claptrap. Did you want to say something about it, or you just want him dead?
Nah, just yeah.
You want him dead. Okay, son, go.
And you can die. Blast him into oblivion.
All right.
I'm going to move closer to the group and ready in action to that if any zombie gets close to us to obliterate it.
Okay. Apprentice Keely's turn. She comes up to the construct, the blue guy, and she's like, "This ain't natural. What are ye?" And he's like, and the construct, like, it lets out a sigh, even though you know it doesn't breathe. He's like, "I guess I do owe you that much for assisting me. I am Teravin." He pauses for a moment as if waiting for recognition from anybody. The wizard. And he pauses again to see if any of you recognize his name. The high wizard of the... Ah, sod it. I'm a magic man, okay? I do sparkly magic thingies.
Oh, that's better.
Me too. I do sparkly magic stuff.
Alex, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run
Super
over to the
fun.
closest zombie. Attack with my sword.
Okay.
Why did you get close to it?
So I want to attack with my sword.
As in.
That's a hit. All right, that is also a kill.
Then I'm going to use my pistol and shoot this guy right here.
Okay. That is definitely a hit for 11, and you shoot him right through the head, and his brains blow out the back.
Can I attack again with my pistol?
And if you use action surge,
Well, he gets
I get an extra attack.
for what?
5th level fighter.
Oh, neat. Go ahead.
And I attack this guy right here with my pistol.
Okay. Okay, also a kill. You are on tonight. You were shooting him right in the eye.
And I'm done.
Got any action left to move your ass back towards us?
Oh no, this is 30 feet.
Okay, well,
Treader?
shit.
Treader is going to continue playing his hurdy-gurdy. And I guess since we're all getting ready to disengage, I'm just going to stand here for my turn.
Ready something because they're gonna make it to David.
All right, it's the bottom of the turn order. Now the zombies are able to move. Let me just check their move here.
Claptrap gives Treader a nice little pat on the butt. Good playing, boy.
Too far away. Can't see me. I'm visible.
All right, their move speed is actually 20.
Wait, which
so
one's
they can't get to
Treader?
you.
Oh, fuck, I'm standing next to the wrong one. Hold on.
So the zombies are too slow to get to you guys into melee range before you can escape. Now, the construct as you guys are leaving is not fast. And he looks like he's going at about the speed of the zombies. What would you like to do?
I'm going to be right there with him because that's the same speed that I am.
Okay. So
Daniel can shoot him with his crossbow again.
so you go about 20 feet, Eki. You guys aren't running away. The zombies are just going to follow you. The zombies go exactly as fast as Sun Go Frog and the construct can go.
So we're going to need somebody to dash and Dunnan to, throw him over his shoulder or whatnot. Or shoot him with another crossbow.
I was going to say I can dash, which would give me 40-foot movement.
Okay, if you want to sprint, that's fine. The construct cannot. What do you want to do with the construct?
Pick it up and leave it to die.
I gotta grab something from the fridge. BRB.
Okay.
Seriously, Dunnan can just shoot him and then drag him.
He already did. I think the
That might
crossbow
kill it.
bolt might still be in his chest.
Give me a handle to carry his ass.
So do you
Tell
want to
you what.
carry him?
I'm carrying him. I don't know
Okay.
if anyone's heard me say.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Do an athletics check, please. All right, yeah, that's good. So, as you guys get to a safe distance, all right, you guys can put him down, and he's like, "A strange bit of rescue, but I owe you my existence. Thank you."
So if you're a wizard, does this mean that like your body's somewhere else and this is just the way you travel the island?
An excellent guess, madam. Yes, yes, it is. Are you a fellow student of the arcane?
Yeah. I use the term student loosely, but sure.
He reaches out to shake your hand. Wonderful. Tell me, have you observed much of the flows of magic and the behavior of the affected in your time here? Are your findings congruent with Malor's theory of energy entanglement?
I'm more a boomy kind of person, and I spent a good deal of one of the battles in another realm, so that was fun. And then I accidentally blew myself up, so that was fun too.
Hold on now.
You
He
In Maylor.
he kind of he still has your hand, but he kind of leans closer to you and does like a little sniff. And then you see him take his hand back and kind of wipe it on one of his sleeves, like, "Ooh, a sorceress. Good
Yeah, I'm
for
not a wizard."
you. Wonderful."
I peed
So he still has the hole in him, correct?
Yes.
And
But
he's
it
a
doesn't matter.
magical construct. So then I'm going to go ahead and use mending.
Okay. So the
I just
mending
play things by ear, dude.
spell mends the skin of the construct. He looks down and he looks over your way and says, "Thank you, good sir, but the damage is a little bit more extensive than that. This is no mere golem. This is a construct made from all sorts of exotic materials that you'll probably never see in your lives, which is why I could not risk it. Not only is this body delicate, but it is also the only one. Not to mention the reverbum arcanum if I happen to be in here when the thing lost integrity." Ugh, he shudders.
Uh, I want to make an insight to see if I can understand anything that he's talking from my artificer.
Okay. You know that that's a pretty good insight roll, and you're an artificer, so you can see that this is definitely a delicate construct, and it took somebody with genius to make the thing. And he's telling the truth that it is quite fragile. You also know that his spirit is resting somewhere far away, and he's inhabiting this body through like a sort of remote divination sort of spell.
So
And
are you in the
Any way
tower,
I
dude?
can get to reverse engineer it.
well, okay, if you want to reverse engineer it, let me see if we can. All right, I want you to do an investigation check.
Are you in the tower?
Madam, you are full of good guesses tonight. Even though you are not a scholar per se, I think you have a nose for facts.
I'm pretty smart, you know.
We must
Kind of
compare
surviving.
notes at your earliest convenience. Could you come visit the tower? My body is there, and I will be returning to it eventually. Perhaps we could put our heads together and poke at the secrets of this island hides in its mana flows.
Well, I'll put you on my list. Although we have a few things we need to do before that.
Oh, thank you for that rescue, by the way. Once the creatures realized I was not a being of flesh and blood, they were just content to stare at me, perhaps thinking if you can call it that, I would lead them to better prey. Unsettling to say the least. Odd behavior for zombies for sure, but everything is odd about this Gish.
How is it that y'all are able to keep the zombies away from the tower?
Oh, mostly not showing any living flesh around there, and a judicious use of the magical defenses of the tower. A lot of illusion spells. Suffice it to say, the ghosts around the tower are not real ghosts. They're just there to scare off the living. The dead don't have any interest in us as long as we don't have anybody there for them to eat. Many, many of my colleagues and I agree that we are quite safe in the tower, and we can take guests, but I'd like you to not spread around the details of our defenses too much.
So
Know
can I
anything about the Grove? Oh yeah, sorry.
my crap investigation?
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
You been over to the Grove by any chance, dude?
I've been around, but I don't really go to the Grove. Druids and wizards don't get along most of the time. They're there to preserve the natural order and all, and we're there to challenge the natural order. We're natural enemies. And also, the place scares me.
That's great. Even though you're not in your real body, you still won't go.
This
That's really good good omens there.
this construct is the only of its kind. And I didn't build the thing. I can't rebuild it.
So I want to start poking at it and see if I can figure out any tinkering.
Oh, stop that. Stop that stop that
I'm
at
trying
once.
to distract him so
He's
you can do what you need to do.
he's trying to slap at your hands like, "Stop it. I am trying to thank you for rescuing me, and what are you doing?"
Why, this is a fascinating piece of technology. I must know how it works.
He's kicking the tires, dude.
If you are merely a construct, technically you belong to me. Spoils of war and all that.
Sir, there is a soul in this body right now.
That is
Claptrap's ears perk up. I'm sorry. Did you say a soul in that body?
No. Shit, don't kill the big wizard.
You know, I probably should be going. Thank you all for the rescue, and I will be tucking this thing away somewhere and going back to my body for a nice rest and to confer with my many, many colleagues that respect me very much.
Dunnan, darling, could you grab a hold of that thing for me?
No, please, I just escaped the undead. Now I have you mundane idiots crawling all over me.
Do we have to kill everybody?
Just want to figure out the workings.
This
Soul
thing,
not needed.
this thing is a work of art, and the man that made it is dead.
A work of art, is it? Darling, my favorite art it is. Well, let's just say it's a mix between Picasso and someone named Jackson Pollock.
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're very talented. Now let me go. At your earliest convenience, could you come visit me in the tower? My body is there, and we could discuss all this. But this is the only eyes and ears I have in this city, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of this curse. And without this, I can't do my work and my research.
Claptrap, can we just wait a little bit?
Not to mention, my many colleagues will have your heads if you try to kill this thing.
Who said anything about killing the construct? I just want it. She wants your soul. That's no problem for us.
1 second.
Is the soul
Was that
inside
invisible to you guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to make a roll for him.
Is the soul inside the construct the soul of the wizard?
Yes.
Yeah, his body is in the tower somewhere, he said.
I don't necessarily want to eat him just yet. I
Yeah.
was hoping that the soul that he put inside the construct was not his own.
Please, please, I am trying to cure this curse of ours on this island. I'm trying to save us all. And if you take away my one method of research, it's going to take that much longer, and we can all die before I'm able to crack this thing.
Don't worry, Tits. If it comes down to it, I'll grab you a druid to eat.
Yes, let's leave him be for now.
We'll bring him with us in case we need parts.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to the grove.
Listen here, wizard. You can go back to your body, but the construct is coming with us.
Ah, don't be a pussy. You can come to the grove with us. Hargis is going to be reasonable, I can tell. No, please. Like, don't put this body in danger. Don't you know? This curse is one of the most historically significant things that's happened in our lifetimes.
All right, so I pull out my sack.
You're in danger.
You're gonna put him in another round.
And then
What?
I-
All right, roll a d20 for this. It's a small sack.
Sack of holding.
Holding.
All right, so you start to put it over his head, and he's like, no, and you get his head in there. But that's about it. It won't go past his shoulders.
someone push the other side.
Just leave him be. We got more pressing issues. And we can use our help later.
Yeah, and we can go back to the tower. And,
But it's
and
so cool. I want to
I'm
study.
sure
Do you
I'm
want
sure
the
he'll
whole
show it
maid
to you.
who's pissed off?
Yeah. Do we want to just piss off all of the most powerful wizards on the island?
They've already told us their defenses is just illusions. We'd lure a big enough horde and set fire to the
So-
damn thing.
The construct's
Shut
legs are starting
up,
to kick.
dude.
The legs are starting to kick, and the arms are flailing around.
Okay. Think of
Let
this for a
him
second.
go, dude.
There are a whole tower full of people who can use fireball.
And you see him like holding up his fingers, like he starts like counting on his fingers, like.
All right, I pulled the sack back off of his head.
My many colleagues and respected wizards will have your heads if you try to kidnap me.
I don't want you. I just want the construct. The machinery.
Nope.
Fascinating.
Don't take to threats well, and your GM god keeps rolling goofy shit to help you out. Kick him in
Cody's
the
breaking
dick.
the fourth wall.
So you guys can see that?
We see that you're rolling something. We don't know what you're rolling.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let him go.
Listen, just yesterday I was speaking with all of my colleagues about the theory on the structure of this curse. And, well, I don't want to bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, it is a curse, but it is constructed in such a way that has confounded the greatest minds in the city. All of them, such as mine and my many, many colleagues. And
So,
he he tries to step away from you. And he's like, if you don't let me do my work, we're all going to die. No one's coming to the rescue.
The lady does protest too much. How many colleagues?
Many colleagues. Like, there are many wizards in the tower with me, and we all know
Many.
much destruction magic. And he
I
kind of
want to
looks
make an insight
he kind of
about that.
looks away, like he's trying to think of a couple names. He's like Garrus the Goofy and Great.
You're the only one, aren't you?
I am not the only. Yes, I'm the only one.
That's what I thought.
All of my
Dude.
all of them are dead. I was a student whenever this thing happened. I don't know what to do.
See, if you were a bit more honest with us, we wouldn't have to go through all the charades.
Listen, I'm a student, but I am a genius student. Okay, I can figure this out. The only problem is all of my colleagues are dead and zombified. And they're running around my tower, and I don't know what to do. My food is running out. I could really use some help here in the tower. And I have many tools that can help us break this curse.
Come with us.
I can't come with you. I have to go back to my body soon or I will die.
We'll leave the construct with us.
You've already shot the construct. I don't trust you. You're gonna break it. Especially that one. And he points at Dunnan.
Don't
Well,
piss
that one
on him.
might.
He looks like he's one bad day from breaking everything and everyone.
Damn
He
it.
What the
could
hell?
want everything.
Oh, Sire Kibo, shall you tell this poor wretched soul here about the ritual and how it went wrong?
Yes. Kibo, also great wizard. Look forward to meeting you.
See, a little truth and information can go a long ways. Leave us
Kibo,
this
do you
bottle.
know? Yeah, Kibo, do you know a good way to get to the tower? Could you go rescue him, and then leave the body, but rescue him to get his actual body?
You're gonna
Is
let
that something
Kibo
you could
by
do?
himself.
If he knows how to do it fast.
No.
He looks up in the
No?
air and he starts counting on his fingers like, oh,
Let him go. And once we're done with the tree people, if he's still alive, maybe we rescue him. I'm done with it.
Yeah, just go. Let him go.
Kibo maybe help.
Well, once we're done, maybe Kibo can show us how to get there, okay?
Hold on. You. And he points at the construct. You wizard, correct? Yes. Apprentice wizard, but very good apprentice wizard. Okay. You my subject now. I command you stay safe. I will come to rescue you. I promise. And the construct, you don't think he can show a whole lot of emotion, but he looks at all of you and he's like, who the hell is this guy?
He's our king.
Don't you talk? I'm smack the construct upside the head. Don't you talk about King Kibo like that?
A kobold?
Okay. Yep. He's
Yes.
amazing.
I am king.
He goes poof.
King City of Bones, and I promise to help you. We promise to help you.
Kibo keeps his promises.
Now go hide somewhere while warriors fight.
Flee, little boy.
Well, you have an odd group, but for some reason, I trust you. It's mostly lack of options. But okay, I'm out. And please try not to shoot any more delicate, one-of-a-kind constructs while you're out there in the grove.
Just be
Right.
glad I didn't use my shotguns. yet.
Man, I was about half a second from eating his soul. You guys convinced me otherwise.
I would have allowed it.
I just wanted the construct. I didn't care about the soul.
Oh, I was planning
Well,
on
maybe
it.
you can still get it.
All right, with your random encounter done, we're coming to a stopping point. But let me just put you guys on the proper map.
Hey,
I
were
want
we
something
supposed
fight
to?
more.
Were we supposed to roll for loot for something from last session, or did we already roll all that crap?
You guys got some set loot. Sorry, there was no roll for the last one. You guys drug the dude out from the burning building.
Oh, right.
So you got
Sorry.
his stuff.
Cool.
Well, I'm still good to go. Y'all still good to go?
Yes.
Still good.
I got family stuff. I got to drive to Houston tomorrow, so
Yeah, man, we completely understand. I figured you were coming upon that point. But anyway, you guys are now inside the grove. Kibo led you guys on a safe direction. Keely got you guys into a gap in the fence. And next time we get together, we will be doing the grove. Lots of fungus among us.
I'm excited for it. Too bad our sorceress blew all her loveliness.
I did not. I still have a lot more.